Hello there, me again, Peter Kirk here, or some refer to me, Virtual Kirk. Let's talk about Kirkland's early transportation, shall we? Remember how Harry French sailed his rented boat over to Pleasant Bay in 1872, and then stayed? To travel here, you really had to go by boat. A private type of ferry service was available in the late 1800s. Steamers like this one formed the only easy form of transportation. As time passed and populations around the lake grew, ferries like these plied all the waters of Lake Washington and up the Sammamish Slough until 1916, when the lake was lowered to open the locks in Seattle. Ferry pilots like Captain John Anderson encouraged dance halls and social clubs along the lake to increase weekend traffic. The county set up regularly scheduled ferry schedules. That's when private ferry owner Captain Anderson took the opportunity to arrive just 5 minutes before the county ferry to pick up passengers was waiting on the lot. The county sued Captain Anderson and successfully eliminated privately owned ferries. Funny enough, the county couldn't make a go of the business and ultimately had to hire Captain Anderson to run the ferry system for the county. Anderson recognized that most of his money on Lake Washington was made not from actual ferry service, but in the provision of pleasure cruises and sightseeing tours. A quarter would buy an 18-mile trip from Juanita to Kirkland, to Houghton, to Cozy Cove, and Fairweather Bay, today the wetlands at Yarra Bay. Juanita Beach Resort, touted in 1927 as the Seattle's Coney Island, lured masses with its swimming pier, cabins, and 5,000-square-foot dance pavilion. With the advent of the automobile, ferries evolved to craft like the Leshai 1, the first car-adapted ferry in the state. But as car ownership increased, more roads were paved, and in 1929 there was talk of building a bridge across the lake. After the Depression, the discussion of the bridge was finally put to life, and in 1940 the first cross-lake bridge, known as the Mercer Island Bridge, was built. The Madison Park Kirkland route was continued for 10 years after the Mercer Island Bridge opened, with the city of Kirkland appointing ferry operators. The ferry runs and shipbuilding at Anderson shipyards continued through World War II. After the war, ridership of the ferries declined, and finally the enterprise failed altogether in 1949, when the tolls were removed from the Mercer Island Bridge. At that time, the Leshai was carrying about 1,500 riders a day. On the Leshai's last run, it was reported that the captain seemed to avert his eyes, and his chin trembled as he handed over control of the boat. By July 1950, the East Side Journal, a weekly newspaper in Kirkland, reported on page 1 that talks were underway for a second lake bridge. At the time, some 19,000 vehicles were crossing the Mercer Island Bridge daily, and 20,000 to 37,000 per day was considered capacity. The Evergreen Point Floating Bridge opened in 1963, and in a special newspaper supplement, it was touted as the Bridge of the Future. You know, Lee Hunt and I were right about the potential for success in Kirkland. It might not have been in steel, like we originally thought, but by George! If we'd paid more attention to the likes of John Anderson, those big boats on the lake now could be Kirk cruises instead of Argosy cruises. Who is this Argosy anyway? Virtual Peter Kirk here, signing off for now. Cheerio!